And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense takes the field. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. White wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the return. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be changing the route. White going to attack through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. This is a design run. And the Bears have enough for the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had it back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. Gets the back moving. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Bears! Fit in the window for the score.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it in his hands. He loved his matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5. Touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the... catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Forced out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
White wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Watkins. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches who are putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plucked it.
Handoff to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. White going to attack through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Bears are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Boise State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they kick over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room, it's Washington. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turning it on. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before we get to halftime.
And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his big tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Boise State ready to send out that offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The RPO fired complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Broncos. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. White wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big
throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line is set on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. White going to attack through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. The bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man, it's Davis. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. White wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bears are flying down the field. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. into the game, and we'll start with a first down. They're going to run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. White going to attack through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to take the top off. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. A little release to the back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. White wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Timeout, Baylor.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
On the ground, it's King. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. White going to attack through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Spins away from the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target over the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Broncos are in the hurry-up. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just keeps moving. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And right down the middle. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put